What happens to Liz when some of his friends think he has a lucky charm that grants wishes?
I can't take it anymore!
Stay tuned.
It's a fine day, and Liz and Spike are making the most of it by cleaning up the kids' clubhouse. There's a lot of junk lying around that needs to be put away or gotten rid of, and the guys are working hard.
Hey, Liz, do we want to keep these old bed springs?
If they're not rusty, put them in the storeroom. Otherwise, throw them out.
Okay. Man, this place is really full of junk.
Yeah.
Seems like it was never cleaned out.
It probably hasn't been. Whoa!
Liz! What was that? Where are you?
Down here!
Whoa! What happened?
The floorboards here were weak and rotten. I fell through.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I only fell a couple feet.
Good thing. I thought... Wait a minute. You sure it was floorboards you broke through?
I don't know. Why?
Look at this. It's a hinge. Why would the floor have a hinge?
'Cause maybe this floor is really a trap door.
Cool. Trapdoor to what?
Well, it looks like I'm in a room of some kind. It makes sense. Grandpa Noli said this place was a hideout for outlaws and vagabonds.
You think maybe this was one of their hiding places?
Well, why not? All I know is it's now one of our hiding places.
All right. Hey, is there anything down there?
Nah, I don't see anything. Oh, wait a second.
What?
There's something hanging on the wall. It looks kind of like a necklace of some kind.
Necklace?
Well, yeah, see? It's a medallion or something on a leather string.
But that's not metal.
No, it's more like a flat stone. It's got some weird little carvings on one side. And on the other... this is bizarre.
What?
Letters. Carved letters. O-M-O-U.
O-M-O-U?
Yeah.
No way.
What?
No way.
What?
If this is what I think it is, this is incredible.
What? What is it?
I need to be sure. Come on.
Where?
I never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but we need to go to the library.
Huh? Well, at least get me out of here first.
The boys raced as fast as they could to the library. Liz was still confused, but Cammie, who was volunteering at the reference desk, helped them look up the medallion in Bogart's Book of Charms.
O-B-O-U-O-G-O-U-O-L-O-U. Ah, here we are. Your stone is the talisman of Omu.
I knew it.
Shh, Spike, you're in a library.
Oh, sorry.
Knew what? What is the talisman of Omu?
It's a powerful good luck charm.
Good luck charm?
Shh, Liz.
What are you talking about, Spike?
You, my small scaly friend,
Hey.
are now the proud possessor of 3 wishes.
Huh?
When Spike told Liz that the talisman of Omu would grant Liz 3 wishes, Liz's reaction wasn't what Spike expected.
Liz! Shh! Sorry, Cammie.
What are you laughing at anyway?
3 wishes.
Okay, what's so funny about that?
Well, it's ridiculous, that's what.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Quiet, you guys.
Sorry, Cammie.
It's true, Liz.
Look, Spike, not even I believe in wishes, and I thought Granny Gecko's tractor was a spaceship, okay?
You did?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story. See, Granny had souped it all up, and it sounded just like what I thought a spaceship from planet Xenon would sound like.
Excuse me, but can we get back to the subject?
Shh! Honestly.
Look, Liz, whether you believe it or not, that talisman can grant wishes.
Spike.
It's one of the few things my dad ever told me about.
Really?
Yes, really. And my dad may be a lot of things, but he's not a liar. At least not about things like this.
Well, what else did he tell you about it?
For one thing, it came out of the bayou.
That much is correct.
It is?
Yes. According to my research, the talisman was first found in the bayou ages and ages ago.
Look down here. The talisman was supposedly charmed by the frog lady of Omu. Legend has it that it grants its finder 3 wishes. See, I told ya.
Okay, so how did it get into our clubhouse?
It doesn't say. It only mentions that the talisman disappeared years ago.
And now you found it, Liz, and you get the 3 wishes that come with it.
Wow!
Cammy.
Sorry.
Liz and Spike thanked Cammy for her help, and they left the library.
So
So what?
what are you going to wish for?
I'm not gonna wish for anything.
Why not?
Because I still don't believe this.
You doubt the power of the Omu?
Right down to my socks, Spike. I mean, come on, this is so far-fetched. Didn't we learn anything from our experience with the horoscopes?
Well, that was nonsense, Liz. This is real.
Yeah, real dumb. Come on, let's forget about it and go play ball or something.
How can you say that?
With my lips, see? Forget about it. There's no proof that this thing is anything more than just a piece of stone.
I know a way to prove it.
Oh, how?
Make a wish.
What?
Make a wish. If it doesn't come true, then we'll know it's a hoax.
I don't know, Spike.
What's the matter? Scared?
Yeah, scared of looking like an idiot.
Come on, one little wish. It's the quickest way to know one way or another. Come on, you can do it. One little wish.
All right. I wish I had some ice cream.
They both stopped and waited, and nothing happened.
No ice cream, Spike. Not even a cool breeze. Are you satisfied now? Come on, let's get out of here.
Spike sighed. They got on their bikes and started off toward the park when suddenly Maury Klumptoes called out to them.
Hey, Spike.
Maury?
What do you want?
Maury rode up to them on his bike. He carried a large sack and skidded to a stop in front of them, holding out the bag.
Look! Unbelievable!
Ice cream?
A whole bunch of ice cream bars.
Yeah, great, huh? An ice cream truck broke down on Main Street and the driver's giving away his treats rather than letting them melt.
Spike and Liz looked at each other, then tore off for the ice cream as fast as they could.
See? I told you the talisman works.
I don't know about that. All I care about right now is free ice cream.
A few days passed, and as soon as Spike and Liz got over their stomach aches from too much ice cream, they met up in the woods outside of town, heading for Grandpa Anoli's.
So, does a 2-day ice cream stomachache convince you?
Convince me about what?
The talisman? It's real.
Oh, come on. I don't know about that, Spike.
What's to know? It granted your wish. You wanted ice cream, you got ice cream. Or more precisely, it got you the ice cream.
Spike, that was just a
Coincidence?
yeah.
I thought you didn't believe in those. I thought you believed that God controls everything.
Well, I do, which is why I don't believe that the talisman got us ice cream.
So you believe that God got us the ice cream?
I don't know what I believe about that, okay? I'm just finding it hard to accept that a piece of stone can grant wishes. Psst. Did you spring a leak?
No.
Liz, Spike, over here.
What?
It's Maury.
Oh, come on. Hey, Maury, did you lose your pocket protector again?
No, shh, get down.
What?
What's going on?
Why?
Look.
Maury parted the bushes and pointed. Liz and Spike followed his finger and saw Skink and the iguanas spray painting a wall.
Come on, you guys, get it right. We need more blue over here.
That's Grandpa's storage shed.
Yeah, the one he just cleaned up last week.
The iguanas tagged it then, too. That lousy skink.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it.
We can try to stop him.
Yeah, right. In the first place, the iguanas outnumber us.
Okay.
In the second place, they're bigger than we are.
Yeah.
And in the third place, it's not like we've never told on them before.
Yeah, they always deny everything and never get into trouble because no one in authority ever catches them red-handed.
I know. I just wish that for once, Skink and the iguanas would get caught red-handed.
Suddenly, there was a big commotion as Grandpa and the police burst through the hedges opposite Liz, Spike, and Maury.
Stop right there, Skink.
Scram! It's the cops!
Grab him, officer.
Come on, Grandpa. It's not what you think.
Really? Because I think you're tagging my shed.
Okay, maybe it is what you think, but we're just trying to beautify the place.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to think of more constructive ways to beautify the place while you're being charged with vandalism and destruction of private property.
What?
Now, let's go. Come on, hurry up.
No.
Wow is right. That was cool. Skink and the iguanas finally got what's coming to them.
How did you do that, Liz? Your wish came true right before our eyes.
I didn't do anything, Maury.
Yes, you did. You did it all.
What?
Or rather, the talisman of Omu did it because you wished it.
Spike!
What's the talisman of Omu?
It's nothing, Maury. It's just
It's a powerful charm. Liz found it, and it's granted him 3 wishes.
Spike!
3 wishes? That is so cool. Wait till I tell
No, wait, Maury! Stop! Stop! Oh, Spike, you shouldn't have done that.
Forget Maury. Liz, you just used up the 2nd wish.
What?
On Skink and the iguanas. You only have 1 more wish to go.
A few days later, when school ended, Liz was on the playground when Maury rushed up to him.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Maury.
What you doing?
Going home?
Did your day go well? Learn anything? How did you sleep last night?
How did I sleep? What are you, my mother? I slept fine. My day went fine. I learned lots.
Oh, that's great. Oh, these are for you.
A bag of cookies?
Chocolate chip. Those are your favorites, right?
Yeah, and thanks, but what are they for?
Well, to eat.
No, Maury, I mean, why are you giving them to me?
Well, you see, the thing is, I
Yeah.
really need a new bicycle.
And what does this have to do with me?
Well, I was kind of hoping that you, my very best friend in the whole wide world, would wish me a new bike.
Maury!
Oh, I wouldn't normally ask, but I haven't had a new
Come
bike in
on.
years, and I really, really need one.
Maury, I can't do that. The talisman doesn't work.
Hi, Liz.
Hey, Scooter.
You see what I got?
Candy bars. Nice.
Yeah, and they're all yours if you wish to make me taller.
Huh?
And to have more muscles.
Scooter.
He can't do that. He's gonna wish me a bike.
no.
Right, Liz?
A bike? You're gonna waste a wish on a lousy old bike?
Scooter.
No, he's gonna waste one on a brand new bike.
Maury.
And it isn't a waste.
Oh, yes, it
Oh,
is.
no,
Scooter.
it isn't.
Yes, it
Maury,
is.
stop it!
Yes, I do.
But they didn't. And to make matters worse, they were only the tip of the iceberg. Almost instantly, the floodgates opened and all sorts of kids, some Liz had never even seen before, came rushing up to him with presents in exchange for his wish. Soon it was a mob scene with kids pulling at Liz from all directions.
Stop it, you guys. Wait, stop cutting out.
Hey! Quiet! This is crazy. I can't believe you're all so greedy.
Yeah.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Thanks, Spike. Man, I thought they were going to pull me apart.
Hey, buddy, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
And I know that friendship means more to you than cheap stuff like cookies and apples and chump change. And that's why I know that you'll use your last wish to get me a new CD player.
What? Oh, Spike, I am going to tell you the same thing I told everybody else. There is no wish.
You already used it?
No, it doesn't exist.
Oh, you're just being stubborn. You know the talisman has already granted 2 wishes. Now,
No.
come on, for our friendship.
Spike.
All right, forget the friendship. I'll carry your backpack and
Oh,
clean up your
man.
room for a whole month. I really want that new CD player.
Hey, if you can get a new CD player, I can get a bike.
I
No,
can't believe
I
you
can get
guys.
taller and more muscly.
The kids all started pressing in again. Liz tried to make them understand.
Listen to me, please. There is no wish.
But they wouldn't listen. They just kept on coming, even, much to Liz's surprise,
Tammy?
I'm here strictly as a scientist, Liz.
Oh, thank goodness. I knew there had to be somebody who wouldn't believe in this.
And as a scientist, I offer you a month's worth of science homework if you'll just wish the latest scientific calculator for me.
I can't take it anymore!
Is that a no, then?
When Liz finally ditched the other kids, he made his way to Grandpa Anoli's farm and told the old lizard everything that had happened. When Liz had finished, Grandpa looked at him thoughtfully for a moment and then sighed.
Now, see what happens when you don't pay attention to the basics?
The basics? What basics? What are you talking about?
Remember the Bible lesson I taught last week at church? About the first of the 10 commandments?
Well, sure.
You remember what the first commandment is, right?
You shall have no other gods before me.
Mm-hmm.
So?
So, If I recall correctly, you said during the lesson that you felt that nowadays people know better than to put any other gods before the Lord God.
Yeah.
Because they know that there are no other gods than the Lord God.
Well, yeah, I remember saying that. I don't get the connection, Grandpa. I mean, no one is saying that the talisman of Omu is a god.
Aren't they? They may not call it God, but that's the way they're treating it.
Huh?
Now think about it. They revere its power, right?
Okay.
They think it'll do good things for them and control events.
Huh?
In a weird way, they're even offering sacrifices to it.
Oh,
Yeah, the cookies and
yeah.
candy and room cleaning and the homework doing.
Yeah.
What they're saying is that they think this Omu is greater than God is.
Wow. I didn't think about it like that.
Most folks don't, which is why they disobey the commandment.
Yeah. But you know, it is kind of understandable, Grandpa.
How so?
Well, you gotta admit, those wishes, well, just happening like they did was pretty, well...
Convincing?
Yeah.
I don't admit anything of the sort.
But, Grandpa...
Bob Blimptail's ice cream truck is constantly breaking down. It'd be a miracle if it didn't. And as far as Skink and the iguanas are concerned, I've been staking them out for months.
Really?
I knew the iguanas were going to pull something like that, so when they did, I made sure the police were there to nab them.
Oh.
The talisman had nothing to do with either situation.
Okay, well, yeah, I know, but it was still kind of weird. I mean, the very things I wanted, really wanted, in the case of Skink, I instantly got.
And in your vast experience, has God ever worked that way? Just giving you whatever you ask for, I mean?
Well, come to think of it, now...
I don't know where we got this notion that God exists to give us our wishes, like he's some sort of genie in a bottle or something. God is our heavenly Father. Now, does your father just automatically give you everything you want?
No way.
That's right. He gives you what you need, what he knows you need when you ask for it, even before you ask for it, and sometimes even when you don't ask for it.
I know you're right, Grandpa. But convincing Spike and Maury and Cammy and the other kids is going to be tough. What am I going to do?
Well, maybe what we need is to take a cue from a prophet.
Prophet? Which prophet?
Elijah.
Huh?
Have a seat. I'll explain the plan now. How about if we do a little...
The next afternoon, Liz had gathered the whole gang out on the cliffs by the river near Grandpa's farm.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, Liz?
Look, I know you're expecting me to make my last wish, so I don't want to disappoint you. I've decided to use my last wish on Grandpa Anoli.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Liz. Come on, everyone, let's get out of here.
Wait, no, come on. I really want you all to stay. You're going to want to see this.
Howdy, everyone.
Hi, Grandpa.
Are you sure you want to do this, Grandpa?
Oh, absolutely. Fire away.
Okay. Talisman of Omu. I wish that Grandpa Anoli would break his leg in 1 minute.
Liz, how could you do such a thing?
What's the big idea? You wasted your last wish on that?
Nice compassion, Spike.
Well, we could say the same thing about you, Liz.
Now, don't blame Liz. I asked him to make the wish.
See?
What? But why, Grandpa?
To make a point. You'll see.
Everyone was on pins and needles as the minute ticked off. It finally got down to the last 10 seconds, then 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Grandpa, are you all right?
I'm fine, Cammy. Come on, Omu. If you're really out there, I'm waiting. Break my leg already.
Nothing happening.
Gullible. You're all so gullible.
You got that right, Grandpa.
You're not hurt?
Nope. I'm right as rain.
Yeah.
See?
How can you scare us like that? Yeah, what's the big idea?
Oh, come on.
All right, everyone. Now calm
Come
down.
on, get quiet.
I'm sorry for the scare, but it was the only way Liz and I could drive home the point.
Yeah.
What point?
The point I've been trying to make with you all week. The talisman of Omu doesn't have any power. It doesn't grant wishes. It's just a little piece of rock.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves for believing such a ridiculous notion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about the other wishes? They came true.
Oh, Spike. You seriously think that piece of rock caused you to get ice cream?
Well-
And me to catch skink and the iguanas tagging my shed?
Yeah.
Come on.
That ice cream truck broke down before Liz even made the wish.
Yeah.
And I'd been planning to catch skink for weeks.
You knew this last wish would not come true?
Of course.
How?
Liz and I took a cue from the prophet Elijah.
Right? He also faced a whole bunch of people who believed there was a God greater than the one true God.
So, he gathered those folks together at a high spot and had them build an altar to their God, while Elijah built an altar to the true God.
Well, then he told the folks who believed in the false God to have him send down fire from heaven to consume the altar.
That's right. Well, those folks danced and jumped around all day long.
All day.
They even cut themselves.
Yeah.
But absolutely nothing happened.
Nothing. Then Elijah had them soak his altar with huge barrels full of water. He prayed to the true God.
And fire came down and consumed the altar, the water, and everything around it.
Everything.
And you know why?
No?
Because there's only one true God.
Listen, everybody. This talisman is nothing more than a really ugly necklace. It's caused me nothing but trouble, and to make sure it doesn't cause any more trouble, I'm doing what I should have done when we first found it.
What?
And with that, he tossed the talisman as hard as he could into the river below.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me!
The kids all watched the ornament fly in the air and plunk into the rushing river.
Good for you, Liz.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Hey, I just thought of something.
What?
The next person to find the talisman will have 3 more wishes.
Spike?
Ha! Now who's gullible?
Oh, man.
Come on, everyone. Back to the farm for some ice cream,
Ice
huh?
cream, yeah!
In Exodus chapter 20, verse 3, God makes the first of what is known as his 10 commandments. It is, "You shall have no other gods before me." It seems simple enough, but just like Liz and the gang found out today, it is amazing how easy it is for us to think things like good luck charms or wishes are actually more powerful than the one true God. That's why it's so important to learn each of the 10 commandments. If you are ever tempted to trust in wishes or charms, remember the very first command God gives to us: no other gods.